Good morning, students. Yesterday we have completed our Hegel's idealism. I hope you people have understand what I was trying to deliver you. But suppose if you are having any doubts, you can call me or you can ask anything through WhatsApp. Today's our topic is the criticism of Hegel's idealism. Various political thinkers have criticized idealism. Hegel's idealism is also not an exception. The first criticism they made is that idealist theory is a metaphysical theory. The state which Hegel wants to establish is only a fiction and it can only be established in heaven. The second we have is that Hegel states that the kingdom is the incarnation of God on earth. This is not honorable. The state is neither a divine nor a moral institution. It is a social organization of people that is formed naturally to serve certain purposes. The third is the state neither has its own separate existence nor separate will. The state only expresses the will of its citizens and tries to achieve it. The next we have is that the fundamental principle of the relationship between the state and the person, it is wrong. Hegel has not considered state as a group of individuals, rather he emphasized that it is higher than that. This theory has been criticized by MacIver, Hobhouse and Professor Joad. The next we have is the critics have also criticized the idealist assertion that there is no distinction between political and moral duties of the states. According to their views, this is not necessary that whatever is true from the legal point of view, the same is from the moral point. The next we have is that all idealists consider morality to be the basis of the state. This assumption is correct, that the state should not go against morality while making laws. Hegel believed that the state creates morality in people, but the reality is that the state should not interfere in the field of morality. As you all know, morality is the internal actions of individuals. The next we have is idealism makes the spirit of worship in the heart of the people so broad that there is no place for international law and peace. Hegel considered war as essential and thus it's the hindrance in the way of world peace. The next we have is Hegel's views is also unfounded that both state and society are the same thing. If we accept the existence of the state in social life, it does not mean that both are the same thing. In fact, the state is universal and the society is moral. The next we have is that idealist view of liberty is not only untrue, but it is about to destroy the personality of the person. Hegel's statement that the real freedom of man is in obeying the commands of the state is as untrue as saying that man delays or obeys his will while obeying the commands of the state. In fact, a person is free to the same extent as he freely conducts his will. Idealist view is also illusionary that a person is against his will. The next point we have is that Hegel's statement state is faultless, pious and moral institution is untrue because the state is a group of individuals and as to err as human nature, so as the state. How can it be possible that a person remains in public is guilty and when he accepts a state he becomes non-guilty? The next is Hegel's statement that the state is an end and individuals is the means is wrong, because by applying person to the development of the personality of the state, the person loses his personal freedom and becomes a machine. The next we have is state is not omnipotent. This form of state has also been criticized by the pluralistic theorists like Lasky and Cole, and they said that the state is only a community and that, like other communities of the society, the state should also make competitive efforts to establish itself. The last we have is the idealists strive to make the degenerate state of society highly ideal. They never analyze the actual state of society but always consider the state as complete and the person as incomplete. Thus, without analyzing the real state of any object, it is irrational to take it to an ideal. So these are the 13 criticisms which we can make. Now, have a look and understand all the criticism plus the ideal views of Hegel. Have a nice day all.